Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is July 16th, 2022, and I'm seeing Bitcoin targeting $24,000. Okay? If that interests you, if that analysis interests you, then watch until the very end. I'm looking at this chart on the 4 hourly time frame, and I'm seeing this advance, this 5 wave Elliott wave advance or impulse, finalizing itself at least at $24,000. And the reason for that is if I take my Fibonacci extension tool, as I just did, and I'm going to do it with you, from the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 3 and the retracement of wave 4, I get that $24,000 target at the 1618 because we know that in these leading diagonals where you have a concerted wave 3, waves 1 through 3 and the retracement of wave 4 typically yields your extended wave 5, and you're likely to get an extended wave 5 because wave 3 was concerted. I'm going to break all of that down for you, so don't worry. I'm even going to show you some background theory in the not Elliott Waves Made Simple, but the Wave Theory, okay, by Bob Prechter and AJ Frost, the de facto manual on Elliott Wave Theory. I'm going to show you where in the book I'm getting this information. So hopefully you guys can also do your own research and also follow along with me based off of my theory and see how I'm reading and applying these precepts and these guidelines. All right. So first and foremost, let's question my wave count. Why do I have this as wave 1 and wave 2? Okay, who's to say that this is wave 1, wave 2? Why doesn't wave 1 start here and why isn't this wave 2? My thinking, my reasoning in thinking that this is wave 1 and this is wave 2, twofold. One, because wave 2 typically retraces to 618 of wave 1, okay? Because wave 2 is typically a sharp retracement because most market participants don't yet buy into the new trend, and so they sell into strength or they buy into strength, right? If it's a downtrend. So in this case, we marked up from the low of 18.9, all right, all the way up to 20,500, and then we quickly sold off almost 61.8% of that previous uptrend. Okay, so this is my first point in thinking, okay, this looks like a wave 1 and wave 2 correction. Now the next is I'm using time. Okay, and we know one of the guidelines, the guideline of equality, as Bob Prechter and AJ Frost call it, I like to call it the guideline of proportionality, states that in a 5-wave advance, 5-wave impulse, there are going to be 2 waves that typically are equal or proportional in time and in price. Okay, and so if you look, I'm on the 4-hourly time frame. At this wave right here, I have 1, 2, 3 4-hourly candles on the up, 1, 2, 3 4-hourly candles bringing down. That's proportionality or equality in time. 12 hours up, 12 hours down. Okay, so that's why I have this as 1 and 2. Now, why is that a legitimate wave 3 and the end of wave 3? If you take your Fibonacci extension tool from the bottom of wave 1, retracement of wave 2, you can see that wave 3 extends to the minimum extension that wave 3 can extend to or must extend to, which is the 1 Fibonacci extension right here, right? And that gives you our minimum wave extension for wave 3. And let me just rehash this guideline. So wave 3 typically extends to between the 1618 and the 2 Fibonacci extension of wave 1 and to a minimum of the one Fibonacci extension, okay? And I know I caught a lot of flack yesterday for giving my $1.7 million price projection for Bitcoin on the larger term, on the larger time frames, and I simply just did a 1.618 conservative Fibonacci extension of wave one. So this is, I mean, if you understand the theory, it doesn't really shock you so much when you're applying it, right? It's just you're applying theory. And again, it's very unlikely that you know 100%. It's not about certitude. It's all about probability. You're trying to find what's most probable based off of price action. So wave one or wave three extends to the one Fibonacci extension. Wave three is slightly longer than wave one. So that means that we can have an extended wave five. Did you catch that? Wave three is slightly larger than wave one. Again, remember, you can never have an extension or a wave advance where wave three is the shortest of the Elliott waves. Nicolas, s'il te plaît, arrête. Wave three doesn't have to be the longest. It's usually the longest, but it can't ever be the shortest, okay? So wave three is longer than wave one. That makes wave five okay to advance, okay? And wave five okay to extend, rather, okay? So now let me show you where I'm getting the measurement for wave five's extension. Again, I'm referencing Elliott wave principle, the key to market behavior, the seminal work by Bob Prechter and AJ Frost, okay? Edited and revised about 13 times. It is the seminal de facto manual on Elliott wave theory. I don't agree with 100% of what it said in this book, specifically relating to AB bases, okay, reversal consolidation patterns, but this is the most complete manual on Elliott wave theory out, in my opinion, okay? Although I don't recommend it for beginners. For beginners, I recommend Elliott Waves Made Simple, okay? Elliott Waves Made Simple, you can find that on Amazon. Anyway, so for a wave 5 extension, and first let me just show you this, okay? This is something that I think is very applicable to what we're seeing now, right? This is the Dow Jones Industrials. Obviously, these are cycle waves, meaning they're waves that last years and years and years. And what I'm showing you is a small time frame advance, very small time frame compared to this. But great thing about Elliott wave theory is that it's time frame agnostic. It doesn't matter what the time frame is. You should be able to see the same patterns. Now, the interesting thing about this is you're getting this price action out of a dump, a downtrend. It's basically the inflection point. It's the first sort of pivot up and out of negative price action. So you're getting positive price action here, and you got waves 1 and 3, as you can see, showing you a leading diagonal where you have a truncated wave 3. You got your wave 1, your sharp wave 2 correction, a truncated wave 3, and then you get an extended wave 5. And that's almost exactly what I think we're getting here. It's just that same pattern, right? And why do you get a truncated wave 3? It's, again, fundamentally because the trend has changed, but buyers are weak. And so wave 3, although it's typically long and extended, it can't be so in this case because buyers are weak. The sellers are still strong, even though the trend has changed, okay? Now, what does Bob Prechter and AJ Frost say about this? This wave is a clear-cut 5-wave sequence according to the rules established by Elliott. It retraces 6.18 or 0.618 of the market decline from the 1928 and 1930 highs, and within it, the extended 5th wave travels 1.618 times the distance of the first through third waves. That's exactly what I'm showing you here. The extended 5th wave, the 5th wave is likely to be extended once more because wave 3 is concerted and wave 1 wasn't extended. It was just a regular wave 1. So 5th wave is likely to be extended. How is it going to be extended? You take your Fibonacci extension tool once more. You take waves 1 through 3, right? So waves 1 through 3, retracement of wave 4, and you target your wave 5. Okay, so that's how I'm getting my target of 24K for Bitcoin for wave 5 of this extension. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Now I'm going to show you this same phenomenon throughout the market in a few other alts. We're going to look specifically at Dodo, Litecoin, and Dogecoin because I think it's the most clear case for this exact same phenomenon. Okay, Dodo, I think, is already breaking out. And we have here your first through third waves, right? You have wave 1, wave 2, a sharp correction, wave 3, okay? It's concerted, relatively speaking, okay? Wave 4, all of this is basically a concerted motion, and it's a leading diagonal because look at how sharp your retracement for wave 4 was. Wave 4 pretty much retraced 618 of your third wave, right? So this is a leading diagonal with an extended wave 5 that's now breaking out. And my target is 22 cents. It doesn't have to be 22 cents. Again, this is an extended wave. So it just is likely to hit one of those discrete Fibonacci extensions, okay? But it's likely to hit the 1618 because that's what these typically do, okay? So I have my 1618 targeted. So I'm looking at 22 cents as being the target for this wave 5 extension in Dodo. Again, doesn't mean it has to go only to the 1618. It can extend even further because that's just the market. The market does what it wants, okay? Here, when we're reading, we're just looking at probabilities. We're looking at likelihoods. We're looking at discrete sort of mathematical levels using Fibonacci ratios and such. All right, so that's Dodo. Litecoin, same thing. You had your wave 1, wave 2, sharp retracement wave here. Your wave 3 is relatively concerted, okay, of the extension of the wave 1, but it's slightly larger than the wave 1, so that makes it legal for us to have an extended wave 5. And again, if you take your Fibonacci extension tool, you go waves 1 through 3, retracement of wave 4, you target your 1618 for your likely target of wave 5. And what I really like about this in Litecoin is that you have confluence here with a previous high. You see, this is a previous high right here that you're getting. So it's likely, very likely, that Litecoin hits this target and then cools off, maybe gives you another zigzag for a bigger wave too, because then these 5 waves become a wave 1, okay? Because it's all fractal. And then your sharp retrace is going to be wave 2, and then you're going to keep going. Do you see? So that's what I'm seeing throughout the market. Obviously not in every asset, but in many assets. Okay, and Dogecoin, last but not least, I'm seeing something similar. I'm seeing us put in a concerted wave 3, okay, after putting in a wave 1, wave 2 retrace that was sharp, concerted wave 3, and you're looking once again for that extended wave 5, and you'd basically take waves 1 through 3, just like, our guidelines state. And again, all of these guidelines are just guidelines, and you can prove it to yourselves. You can, do back testing and all that stuff. It's not a question of just looking through the book and then applying exactly what you see. You got to really internalize these guidelines, these rules. Anyway, waves 1 through 3 extension, wave 4 retracement. Your target is 7.3 cents here. Your likely target. Again, it can extend even further. And I would say, I think Doge is more than likely to extend further because that would make sense right here. You have this pattern. Although you have a previous high here, you also have a previous high here. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if we came up even a little more in Doge. But this is what I'm seeing in the market, and that's why I'm seeing it. So today we went over leading diagonals and extended fifth waves. Okay, and again, I used the wave theory by Bob Prechter and A.J. Frost the 13th edition. You can get it on Amazon, but this is a sort of a pretty deep, in-depth, advanced manual on Elliott wave theory. If you're just getting started, I strongly recommend Elliott Waves Made Simple by Steve Scalise, I believe. Steve Scalise is the author. In any case, please like, share, and subscribe if you guys got value. Let me know what you think about the new format, me going back into the manuals and referencing my guidelines and my theory before applying it to the charts. Let me know if that helps you understand, because I know a lot of people kind of even got offended and turned off by my projection of 1.7 million for Bitcoin in the next 4 to 7 months based off of what I was reading in the charts. Again, this is not a crystal ball. I'm not, saying this is going to happen. It's just, this is what I'm reading at the charts at this time. And if my read is correct, this is likely to happen, right? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I hope you have a great Saturday. I apologize for my son being so noisy. It's just, it's not his fault. I've been recording this for quite some time, so he's a little bit unnerved. But that's it for me. Take care. Have a great Saturday.